The 18-year-old British tennis star is hoping she can best American player Shelby Rogers in their US Open last 16 clash tonight. Raducanu, who grew up in Bromley, comes fresh off the back of an impressive Wimbledon campaign, which ultimately saw her withdraw after she had difficulty breathing. After entering the tournament as a wild card, Raducanu had a dream start as she progressed through the early rounds, before sweeping aside Romanian Sorana Cirstiu to earn a spot in the last 16. However, she eventually bowed out against Australian Nyla Tomiljanovic after encountering medical difficulties. Veteran commentator John McEnroe took to the airwaves to suggest that Raducanu couldn't handle the pressure. He also likened her SW19 exit to Naomi Osaka's withdrawal from the French Open due to mental health concerns. He said, "I feel bad for Emma. It appears that it got a little bit too much, as is understandable. Joan Collins' sister Jackie had awful inferiority complex over glamorous sibling, particularly with we've been talking about these last 6 weeks with Naomi Osaka not even here. How much can players handle? Hopefully she'll learn from this experience. Maybe it's not a shame that it happened right now, when she's 18. I think, seeing this, expectations drop a little bit, allow her to take a couple of deep breaths. She'll get some nice wild cards into events now." His comments drew instant backlash, although the broadcaster was defended by former Good Morning Britain presenter Piers Morgan. In a tweet he wrote, "McEnroe told the truth. Ms. Raducanu's a talented player but couldn't handle the pressure and quit when she was losing badly. Not brave, just a shame. If I were her, I'd tell my fans to stop abusing McEnroe, and seek his advice on how to toughen up and become a champion like he was." British tennis legend Andy Murray, who has trained with Raducanu, then waded into the row to defend his fellow Briton. In a tweet he said, "Think this is a very harsh take on the situation, Piers. I think some of what he said was fair, yes, however the timing of it was a bit off considering nobody had any clue what her issue was, injury/illness/breathing issues etc. at the time of his comments." The pair's spat continued as Piers claimed that people criticizing young female athletes were hit by allegations of misogyny. Elvis made Dolly Parton cry all night over "I Will Always Love You" dispute, latest Julia Bradbury's Brexit remark as companies look to pull out of UK, good for business. Insight Queen was reduced to tears over press coverage of feud with Thatcher, only one time, analysis. Piers was also critical of Naomi Osaka over her behavior during the US Open last week before she crashed out of the tournament. Piers called the Japanese star a spoiled brat after she threw her racket and hit a ball into the crowd during her loss to Canadian Leylah Fernandez. Raducanu made her main draw Flushing Meadows debut last week with a convincing 6-2 6-3 win over Swiss player Stephanie Fugala. The teenager then cruised to a comfortable 6-0 6-1 victory over world number 41 Sara Soreb's Tormo. The win, the biggest of Raducanu's career so far, set up a clash with Rogers at the Arthur Ashe Stadium at 7 p.m. tonight. Raducanu is competing for a place in the quarter-finals but has so far remained relaxed about the prospect of taking on American Rogers in front of a packed US crowd. She said, "Playing in front of your home crowd you have a different level of motivation. But, I'm pretty motivated for any situation I am thrown into.